Hey Sue.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear
Hello?
me? Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you now. Hi.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. Hopefully, I didn't catch you at a bad time. I tried to catch you earlier.
Oh, that's okay. Is this Blake from the
Yes.
Lake Country?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. You
um,
got a good memory. That's good. I'm
oh,
impressed.
yeah. I like the lakes, and I'm from that country too, and it rhymes with Blake. So, yeah, I know you said you'd call me back on Wednesday. So, oh, you wanted me to give you a price, right?
Well, I mean, nothing. Again, nothing that I would hold you to, but I did want you to kind of have a ballpark figure in mind to kind of see if this might be a fit for you. If I could help you, I mean, obviously, if you say $2 billion, I won't be able to help you. So it would be able to help me to see if
Right.
we're in the same ballpark.
Well, like I said, the big thing is I would like to get rid of the property, but John is an issue because he's so invested in it. And he's like, we can get this fixed up so that we won't have this fine. And I was over there yesterday working,
Hmm.
and he was working, and he's making a fence around the property. And I'm thinking, God, if we're going to sell it, why would we even want to put up a fence at this point?
Hmm.
Whoever bought it would want to do what they wanted to do.
Right.
But he's thinking that, putting up the fence, that he can stay there, and
Hmm.
that he is going to have a job and this and that. So, people are calling. I told them people are calling me because I think they know that this is going to come up to a court date. And they're thinking we'd be desperate and take $20,000 or something. And
Well,
that's
I hope you
ridiculous.
take more than
Somebody,
that.
I do too. Yeah, certainly. I mean, that would be ridiculous. It'd be better off to pay the court fine than 20,000. But somebody did offer us 20,000. I was like, oh gosh, they'll try to come in there, and if I was going to go with anybody, if you had the highest bid, I would go with you if it was high enough. And so the big problem is John wants to stay there, and I'm tired of having to pour money into this place, and I think it would be better served if it was made into, someone one time wanted to buy it and said keep the
Hmm.
original structure and make that into, it's adobe, and
Hmm.
it could be like the laundry room or something and make apartments. Um, so that's where we stand. The court date is the 20th, and um,
I got you.
he's trying to get it fixed so that he can stay there. And I'm thinking it would have to take a miracle because it's a wreck. And he doesn't want me to come over there and see it. And like I think I've been honest with you, and this is just between you and me, that I
Hmm.
believe he's severely bipolar.
Mm.
And so sometimes things go good and sometimes they don't.
Yeah,
But
that's tough.
again, I wouldn't mind you talking to him.
I got you. Well, yeah, if you think that me having a conversation with him would be best, I'm definitely open to it. My thing is, I've kind of done this thing a time or two, and um, let's pretend I did talk to him, and it sounds like he's pretty set on staying there, correct? Like just
Correct.
yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe I've gotten from our conversation. So let's pretend I did talk to him and he is just not on board with selling the property. I mean, is that something that would change your mind about selling it?
It would, well, it might. I mean, I am the one that owns it, and I just can't go on like this with that property and him
Mm-hmm.
using it as a city dump or something.
Oh boy.
And I mean, I think it'd be worth a phone call to him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just that much. I don't want to waste your time. You got other things to do, and energy. It takes a lot of energy to put your mind to it and
Mm-hmm.
go thinking about it and looking it up and all of that. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to waste your time. That I give you more time than I do anybody else. I just hung up on the rest of them.
Well, I appreciate that. I really do. So yeah, I mean, I guess my question here, Sue, is like if I talk to your son and he is just dead set on staying there and he's just not on board with the whole, um, you know, the idea of selling it, I mean, what would happen next?
What would happen next? I might have to get more assertive about it if he doesn't make more changes.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, that's not out of the question because I'm fed up and I'm too old for this. I'm scraping and scratching to pay all my bills and everything. Oh,
Hmm.
no. Yeah, and I kind of like, I told you about Jerry, my high school boyfriend.
Yeah, how's that going?
That's going good. Yeah, but I haven't been able to. I haven't been able to see him,
Hmm.
and with COVID, it's hard to travel and stuff, so it's coming at a rough time. And he
Hmm.
wanted to get to Florida before it got too cold, but um,
Right.
I don't mind cold. I've been in Tucson, and that not that cold in Florida. But anyway, yeah. You don't want to name a figure, right?
I mean, I could tell you this much. I can pay more than $20,000. I mean, what is the highest offer you've gotten on the property so far?
Well, I haven't really gone to get other offers,
Gotcha.
but like when it was assessed and stuff like that, I thought it was probably worth 250 at least.
Gotcha. So, I know this is a wide range, but I would probably be
Yeah,
somewhere in
right.
between those two numbers, is my guess.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you would offer less than 250. I thought you might say, "Oh, hey, that's a bargain. I'll give you 245," and I'd say, "Okay."
Nah, nah, Sue. Unfortunately, if 250 was your highest bid, I would not be your highest bidder, to be honest with you.
Okay. Okay.
So I mean, if that's
Have
something
you
you,
looked it up on Zillow? Have you looked it up and you got neighborhood thing? The problem is it being so wrecked in
hmm
such bad shape. I mean, if it was in, my friend told me one house is in if it was in really good shape and everything, it'd be 250.
hmm
But it is a big lot. I think it's two lots. I'm not sure, but I think it's two lots. But there another factor is the city. It's on a floodplain, but I think that
Okay.
if that part of the floodplain was taken away and just given it, I'd just like to give that to the city. That way the insurance wouldn't be so high. But
hmm
yeah, there's it's really a wonderful location and there's lots of really cool things around there, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. Like I said, 250. I don't want to kid you. Like that's something that you could absolutely get, but like you said, you'd have to fix it up. You'd have to, get with a realtor. You'd have to do a lot for that 250. And if you're willing to do those things, then I would say you should absolutely go that route.
Okay, well, I don't want to deal with a realtor, and this fixing it up looks like a monumental chore. And so I'm sorry to be so wishy-washy, so, up and down about it. But what would, in the present condition, what could you offer for it?
That is a great question. Considering I haven't seen the property physically, um, I would feel comfortable somewhere in the range of probably about 135 to 160.
Okay. Well, that's a lot better than 20.
Yeah, I'd say so. I don't even know how they came up with that number.
Yeah, isn't that ridiculous? I guess they think if somebody's desperate, um, let's see, what did you say, 135?
Yeah, I mean, considering there would be no commission costs, we would take the property as is, and that would be cash net to you. I mean, is that something that you would consider?
Yeah. Well, I would, but I don't know. Um, I'd have to split that with him, and he would get 60, and I would get 60. If you say 120 to 135, and so that's something to think about. It's not like I'm not going to think about it. I am going to think about it. It sure makes me happy to know I could get more than 20. Oh God. Yeah.